Well, I was on the selection committee actually, and Mike was clearly the best candidate we were going to find. He was wanted by a lot of other courses, but we ended up with him, and it's been he and John, our ground superintendent, make this place.
I think Mike is a consummate professional, but he also had a great sense of humor and had the ability to maintain his composure.
Well, I think you're probably going to hear from just about everybody how professional he is and what a great program he runs. Another big part of it is the way he takes some of the assistant pros and even the cart staff and everybody else under his wing and really teaches them and brings them along the way. I think that's one of his best attributes.
Mike is always in charge, he's always involved and always interested. He's the kind of pro that you want.
His demeanor, his professionalism, you're not going to find a better pro. I know a lot of golf pros. He's as good as they come.
I've been in this industry for about 30 years and worked with a lot of golf pros. And I can honestly say that he is probably one of the best professionals that I've worked with. He's a perfect gentleman, probably, you know, epitomizes what a golf pro should be.
I think the big thing is Mike's personality. We're relatively new here, a couple years, and Mike went out of his way to make us feel welcome, get us introduced to people. He's got amazing ability to remember names and people, and he just made us feel very welcome.
I always have my guests say, "Oh, you are so lucky. Mike is such a great pro." And they know him. When I say Mike, they, "Oh yeah, Mike Areddy, you're pro." And people just remember Mike because he's such a personable guy. He's always friendly, impartial, fair to people, just nice to everybody. We really appreciate that about Mike.
Everything about the club and the golf facilities has been enhanced by Mike's participation here. The 29 years is a remarkable time. He's impacted all of us as members.
Mike is very special from really knowing the individual needs and concerns of the member. From taking a lesson and him knowing what he needs to work on to help you, and him remembering your deficiencies and taking a personal interest in every member. His infectious laugh, his jokes, these are all things that you just can't forget.
One thing I will say is that of all the members that have joined the club, that later left the club to retire or have to move elsewhere, they always say that this is the best club because we have the best pro. Absolutely a great guy.
Mike works all the time, and his smiling face and his eagerness to help is what I'm going to miss, because I lost my husband 7 years ago, so if I had a question about the golf cart or anything like that, I would come to Mike. And he just left whatever he was doing, he'd drop it and he'd jump up and help me. And I told him, I am dearly going to miss that.
I just hope that we get a chance on occasion to have Mike come back and play golf with the members in a little different basis than trying to hit a tee shot off of #1 and not getting it past the ladies' tee. I promise I'm not going to do that if I play a sort of casual game with Mike.
He's like a friend. You know, he's not just you know, a pro. He's a friend, and his family have become our friends. So I think we're going to miss in his jocularity as well. I mean, he's got a great sense of humor, and he and his family have just been a big part of Travis Pointe Country Club.
But I think the big thing is just Mike's overall personality and his staff. The tournaments are always run perfectly. There's never any hitches. There's never any confusion about anything. Everything just runs seamlessly, and I think it'll probably continue on with Rocky. He's been trained well and has a lot of Mike's personality with him, but Mike will be a tough act to follow.
If I go back and look at the notes from my first lesson and compare them to the one I'm getting today, it's almost word for word the same thing. He's been extremely patient with me, and I'm by far not the best student that he's ever taught. Maybe pretty far close to the opposite end of that spectrum. But he's been very patient and very, very understanding, and not only with me, but I see it with all the people that come out here. And the skill with which he's run the pro shop and the golf program has been outstanding.
He just knows the members given problems and successes, and he reinforces so many positive things, yet in a way corrects things in such an easy manner that it doesn't offend while you're not doing the right thing, and on and on.
The thing that really, I think, sets him apart is his personality and his ability to get to know everybody, and he remembers names, and even when we have new members come in, he's welcoming and gets them involved right away, and it's invaluable.
I will really miss his good counsel, because as Bill will tell you, boy, I'll come home and go, Mike got me fixed up, I know exactly what to do now. Not that I actually do it, but, a cute story, I remember a friend of mine, Marilyn Kiefer, had a lesson with Mike, and she was traveling, going away, and she was talking to Mike about that, and I just, I don't know, what I'll do, how I'll play, Mike. And he goes, Marilyn, just call me up. I'll tell you what you're doing wrong. And I think I felt that way too every time you'd go back for lessons. Oh, God, I forgot about that. That's right, Mike. Thank you for reminding me. So just a terrific teacher.
People that know me and have played golf with me know that I'm not particularly good out of the sand. What people don't know is that Mike wanted me to teach a lesson on how not to get out of the sand. And I deliberated about that for a long time, and I decided that wasn't a good idea, because our members would get confused about the good instruction he was providing and the bad instruction I was providing. And so I think Mike should be eternally grateful to me that I didn't teach the course on how not to get out of the sand.
But something that I will always remember is last year in the middle of my lesson, he said, I think you have, no, I know you have a beautiful golf swing. So I'm going to hang on to that one.
The only thing that I have as far as criticism of Mike is when I first joined, he got me involved with a bunch of guys who, they're friendly, but they find all kinds of ways to take my money on Wednesday and Saturdays when we play, and I think Mike should have given me a bigger and better warning. Other than that, I have no fault with him, and he's truly made being here a pleasant experience for me and my family.
Hey Mike, I was really glad to hear that you're getting the video done, because I've been bugging you for years to do more video lessons. So I've been out there and I've been pulling the putts a little bit, Mike, and I'm wondering, what? Oh, I'm sorry. That's all right. It's about your retirement. Okay, so let's get to that. So Mike, in all sincerity, I really, we're gonna miss you first. Christine's not here. She's out of town, so I'm speaking on behalf of both of us. And what you've done at this club is just wonderful. Your professionalism throughout, you vibrates through your staff and to the guests and members on an everyday basis. I like to say people can't do anything 100% of the time, but you are pretty darn close. So, and I know how tough that is, but it seems so natural for you. So we really appreciate that, and you've truly been a gift for us. And I know that we wouldn't be the same golfers that we are without you. Boy, that's scary to think. But certainly we're looking forward to years to come, and not a professional basis, but as friends, because that was the other thing that you certainly incorporated into the professional part of your life here, was your ability to make us all feel like friends, and that's a pretty special task.
Hi Mike, I just wanted to just give the best regards from Dave and me and also the Richard families. You have meant so much to our families over the years, and I also really would personally like to thank you for all the work that you have done and are still doing with the high school golf teams. I would never have taken the job as the coach for the 9 years without knowing that you had my back, and I think you really were my co-coach during those years. I can't think of anyone that I would have rather have had with me. I really appreciate you and Joyce and the team that you are, and your family. I have loved getting to know your family better through the junior golf and the coaching days. And I'm going to miss you dreadfully, but you have done an excellent job mentoring all the young pros underneath you, and Rocky's going to be ready to step right in, and I hope that you and Joyce will enjoy your time that you have now, and that you'll get out on the golf course. We want you back here playing. We won't ask you for any lessons at all, we promise. So thank you, Mike, for everything.
A bit of advice: you need to pace yourself. You have to have at least one thing to do every day. That means getting your hair cut and your car washed in the same day is 2 things, and you can't do that. You have to take your time. But I just want to thank Mike for his class, his professionalism, and I know he and Joyce are going to have a great time together for the rest of their lives, and I hope we see them around here a lot.
Mike, Joyce, we're sure going to miss you. It's been great.
Yeah, I'd just like to wish Mike and his family all the best in his retirement.
On behalf of the entire Webb family, we would all like to say thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike, for your smile and your great helpfulness, and God bless you in your retirement.
Thank you, Mike, from Marcia and me, and wishing you the best.
I really appreciate the time knowing you, and I really appreciate what you've done for my kids and for my husband, because I know you listen a lot, because he talks a lot about golf. And we're going to miss you, but hopefully we'll see you a lot around here.
Yeah, Mike, thanks for everything. Thanks for making Kyle and I feel welcome, and best of luck with your retirement, and hope to see you at a Michigan basketball game sometime, particularly if Indiana beats them.
Thanks for all your years here at Travis Pointe, and for the many, many hours of lessons that we've shared together, and your patience with me through all of that. Best of luck.
Mike, I'd like to thank you for all the years that you've been here, have helped everybody here, and your dedication, and hope retirement is all that you'd like it to be.
But anyway, Mike, just gonna miss you, and just enjoy the time that you and Joyce are gonna be able to spend together. No more early mornings on Monday. You don't have to be here the days that you used to. Always, you've always had a smile. You've always been the most pleasant individual, and it's going to be tough. Anyway, thanks so much.
Thank you for all your hard work, all the time you put in, and all the wonderful counsel and advice and friendship.
Thank you for making our experience here pleasant, and I hope that you'll continue to come to the club, and it might be too late to do a round of golf together, play this year, but I'm hoping in the years to come we can get together and play an 18-hole round. And I know what your position is on drinking with members, but if we play after you're gone, I'm going to insist you let me buy you a drink.
Just want to say that we're so grateful to you, Mike Areddy, and we wish you just the very best retirement, and many happy days ahead for you, Mike, and to Joyce.
Thank you, Mike, for our time together, and thank you for all that you've done for Travis Pointe Country Club. We will miss you, but I'm sure your protege will follow your steps, thanks to you. And best of luck with your life and everything else in your career.
Hey, Pro. Sorry for the amateurish video to add to the collection here, but somehow the shoe fits. I think I told you before, I knew there was something special about you when we met when we were just 13 years old, caddies at Franklin Hills. Boy, oh boy, did that turn out to be true. You are nothing but extraordinary. From a golf pro, father to a husband, you really set the standard. Thanks for everything you've done, Mike, for Susan and I, the entire Travis Pointe family. You've had a wonderful career. I'm just so happy that this is how you got a chance to write the last chapter. God bless you. Good luck to you and Joyce and the kids as you start to write this new next exciting chapter in your life. We wish you nothing but the best, and let's stay in touch because I know you want to get in my pocket a little bit more. Congratulations, buddy.